It was an amazing feeling to win the Tattersalls Silver Salver. We take tremendous pride in the stallions that we stand and put a huge amount of effort in, right from the word go, in terms of supporting the stallions with our own stock. And then it's a huge team effort here. You know, we're a small stud farm with a very loyal and hard-working team, and therefore to get the result that we all hoped we would when we first purchased the horse was tremendous. Look, Cable Bay started as a £6,500 stallion, and it's a very good example of why well-bred, good performing stallions can make it. You know, Cable Bay, like Lamb Force, who's our new first season Sire as well, they both share those characteristics, but they're not top of the table in terms of the retirees at stud. And therefore, in those second and third years, it's harder to maintain your level of mare. In the same breath, the way that we do it here at Highclere is we take a position on a horse, like we did with Cable Bay and like we have done with Lamb Force, and we send them a huge amount of our own mares, and that galvanizes our clients and the people that know how we operate to get behind and support as well. And we have a fantastic group of breeding right holders who support the horse. But you can't get away from it. The second, the third and the fourth year with any stallion at his level are going to see a lower tier of mare coming through. But the big positive is that the mares that we covered this year will be a significantly better mares than he's ever covered before. And he was full with the amount of mares that we covered. And you know, he's covering mares by Galileo, he's covering mares by Dubawi, by Shamadal, and you know, he covered a full sister to Australia this year. So you know, he's certainly on the back of this crop going to see, I would hope, a dramatic increase in the level of performance from his progeny. We stand stallions here that are well-bred stallions with good race performance, you know, Cable Bay and Lamb Force the same, and therefore to see them at the top of the table at the end of the year, above some well-bred and higher performing stallions was a huge thrill, huge thrill. He was an unbelievably good 2-year-old Cable Bay, and he's a beautiful looker and he's got a great pedigree. And he's got a great female family. You know, his grandmother was a dual Group 1 winner, sprinter, and he's got Volkstrad in his pedigree, who was a horse that won the same Group 2 as him. He won the Challenge Stakes, he was by Green Desert, and he was a 7 or 8 time champion sire in New Zealand. So he had the female side of it, he had the physical looks, and he was a hardy, tough horse. And I think his offspring have got that toughness. They all work hard, they all want to win. If you watch them racing, they stick their necks out and they try, but they're very precocious as well. So the combination of it, I think, is what puts him there. And of course he is a son of Invincible Spirit, and Invincible Spirit, as we're seeing, is becoming, you know, a sire sensation, and his sons are very, very desirable at stud. I mean, he's tough, really, really tough. I mean, his race performance shows you that. As a 2-year-old, he was out in June winning a maiden, and then he danced every dance. He was running in all the top 2-year-old races, you know, Jim Cracks, Champagnes, second in the Richmond, second in the Somerville Tattersall, and then finishing the year second in the Dewhurst in an incredibly fast time. So he's really hardy, tough horse with good ability. Well, look, every time you have a runner, it's exciting for us. And you know, last year watching everyone come out winner after winner after winner was a huge thrill. And to see the likes of high-class performers of his, like Liberty Beach, putting in such strong performances at Ascot, you know, third in the King's Stand, racing against older horses as a filly. It was an amazing thrill to watch her come so close. I'm excited about seeing the Queen's horse King's Lynn come back this year. Andrew Balding thinks he's a very high-class horse in the making, and so you know, there's a lot to look forward to. And you know, with the mares that he's covered now, you know, what's coming through, it's going to be very exciting to see. And And when the first foals came out, they were all very well balanced, they were strong, they had great sort of way about them, they handled all the prep processes very well, rearing processes went very well, and they sold very well. So although you know, he was an underdog in that first season, we were quietly quite excited. And you know, when his first runner broke the track record with Electric Ladyland, and he was the leading first season sire at Ascot by the time Royal Ascot came around, I think, you know, we were quietly smiling away, thinking we were glad we were right.